What's going on, everyone? Derrikmonster here, back with a video, and welcome to the long-awaited car tour. I said I was going to do it, and time has finally come to finally do my car tour, so yeah, let's get into it. Okay guys, so here's my car. It's a 2018 Ford Escape, and the reason why I decided to go with a Ford is Ford has always been reliable to me. Every other car brand that I've had has not ended well. Ford has always been reliable to me, so that's why I got a Ford. Plus, my parents all have Fords, and my fiance has a Ford, so that's why I chose Ford. But yeah, here's the outside look at it. You know, it's a 5-seater, you know, but it gets the job done for what I do. You know, do food videos and stuff, so yeah, it gets the job done. But let's go inside here. So right here on the door, obviously you got the handle, you got the locks, and then you got the windows for the back two and the front two. And then this is to adjust your mirrors. You go like that to adjust the driver's side mirror, and then the other side to adjust the passenger side over there, you know, and then the middle locks it. And then you also got the locks for the back two windows if you have child, you know, if you have kids, which I don't have kids, so I don't keep them locked. Then I always have a water bottle down here for extra water, you know, if I ever need water. Let's go inside here. So this is kind of what it looks like, you know, when I'm driving, you know, looks like this, you know. But you got the steering wheel here, obviously you got the horn, you got some cruise control controls right here, you know. You got this, which, let me turn on the car real quick and then I'll show you what everything does. Okay guys, so once the car is started up, you can see the HUD up here. Basically what these arrows do is they control the hub. So you can see that it says, oh, I have 87 miles until empty. You can control this, you got a trip timer, you got, you know, just information about it. You know, you can see how fast you're going and stuff, you know, a tripometer, stuff like that. I keep it on this so I know how many miles I have until I'm out of gas. But if you press the left arrow, you have a trip 1 and a trip 2. It's basically the same thing, you know. Then you have information. This is basically just about a lot of my key stuff, which I don't really use. So that's there. And then we have settings, obviously about driver assist, vehicle, my key, display, stuff like that, you know. So, but I usually just keep it on trip 1 because I get to see until how many miles until I'm empty. So I usually just keep it on that. Over here we have the lights, obviously, you know, you got the lights on, then you got auto, which the lights will go on whenever you turn on the car, you know. Then you got the brightness for the display up here. You know, if you can lower the brightness or up the brightness. So like if I do this, you know, I can dim it, you know, but I usually just keep it all the way up. It's easier to see. Then we got the fog lights, obviously, you know. Over here we kind of got the central control hub. You can see that it's the radio. You know, I live in Northwest Washington, so I got KCOK on right now. But you can have 6 presets down here, and you can actually have 3 different presets for radios, you know. But I just have 1 because these are the 6 stations I usually listen to, so I don't have any more than that. But yeah, I have that. And then this hub, you know, it shows the time right now and the temperature outside. Then you got your phone, connect your phone to Bluetooth so you can talk while driving, you know. Navigation's got all the stuff, so like you can put in your destination stuff, you know, all that. And then you got apps for if you have your phone plugged in, you could connect to like Spotify and stuff like that. Then the settings, obviously, just all of it. So you can change the sound for the radio, clock if it's daylight savings time, stuff like that. Basically all the settings for anything that's used in the car, you know. But yeah, that's that. Over here on this side of the wheel, you're probably wondering what this is. This can actually change the radio. So if I press this button right here, the station will go to the next, you know. So that's pretty cool. And then this, obviously, it goes in the opposite direction. But yeah, and then you got the volume up and down. I'm not going to do it because there's actual music playing right now and I don't want to get copyrighted. And then this is a voice activation. If you press this, I can say a command and it will do it. So yeah. But then we got the basic controls. We got the volume, we got the tune to decide, so you can tune what radio station. That's not what I'm trying to say. So like if I go up, you can see, oh, it goes to the next radio station, you know. And then if you want to preset it, you just tune to what radio station you want and then just hold down whatever position you want the station to be in. And then we also got source and eject because there is a DVD or a CD player up here, you know, not DVD. And then you got controls for that as well as sound and display. You got the hazard lights, so you hit this, you know, turn on that. Over here, back at the wheel, you know, right here you got your blinkers, you got the right, the left, you know. But if you pull forward or push back, you can see that little light right there. It's your high beams, you know. And then over here, got windshield wipers. So if you go up, it's the regular windshield wipers, you know. If you go up again, you know, they'll continuously go. And then if you go up again, it's the fast one, you know. And then if you just have it regular up, you can change how frequently. So if I go up here, it's gonna happen pretty frequently, you know. And so you can adjust that. But if you pull it forward towards you, you get the windshield wipers. And then if you push back the ones in the back, if I can show that, like that. So yeah. So I think that's all with the wheel, you know. And then down here we obviously got all the settings for the heat and stuff. You know, you can control both sides, or you can do one side for the passenger can do their own. You know, I got the AC on right now because it's hot out. But you know, you got the power button. You can have it on your face. You can have it on your feet. You know, you can have the max AC on. And then this circulates the air throughout the car. And then obviously these are the heaters. So like this is the heater for the windshield. This is the heater for the back window, and then the max obviously, and then heat seaters, you know. And then down here I got the passenger airbag off, and this is actually sometimes when this car stops, your car will show this symbol on the HUD. You can kind of see it right there. It will show the symbol, and that's basically just, it kind of like turns the engine off when you're at a complete stop. But I usually keep that off because it's not good for the car. So I usually keep that off. Down here we got the Prindle. Well, it's not the Prindle because there's park, reverse, neutral, drive, and sport mode. So it's the Prindis because I don't have the L. So it's the Prindis, not the Prindle, in this car at least. You know, but it's the gear shift, obviously. Down here, I keep my sunglasses down here, even though I have a sunglass thing up here. I just keep my sunglasses down here because I always know where they are. Then we got some USB plugins, and then a cigarette lighter that I have this USB thing stuck into, you know, because I don't smoke, so I don't really need a cigarette lighter. But you can see the light goes on, but I just keep it unplugged so the battery doesn't drain, and just kind of keep it hovering there, you know. We got these, which are usually were air fresheners, but I just thought they're cool. They don't have any more fresh air in them, air freshening scents in them, so I just keep them there, you know. Then over here, you got the parking brake, you know, cup holders. But we got Tic Tacs for me, and then Icebreakers Ice Cubes gum for my fiance, because that's what she likes, you know. We got the T-Pain and Jack in Box air freshener that I got. You know, I keep it here, you know, pretty cool, you know. Up here, we got the visor, obviously, you got the mirror, there you can see the camera, you know. And then you can take this off. Get this off, and then it can slide, you know. I'm kind of doing this confined space, and that's the same for that visor over there. But let's get this back in here. I'm kind of doing this while it's kind of hard, but then I got my garage door openers for both sides, you know, in here. So as I said before, this is the sunglass holder. I don't have anything in it. It's just easier for me to know my sunglasses are down there. Rearview mirror, obviously, got lights, you know, for each side. And then this is the sunroof. So if I do this, I can open it, bam, you know, and then this open as well, you know. But you know, I don't really use the sunroof. I just don't see any point in using it, so I just kind of keep it closed, you know, because I'm just not a sunroof kind of person, you know. But yeah, And then over here we have the glove box, which all has my insurance and stuff, and the owner's manual for this car. I'm not going to open it. But this is actually kind of where I record. So my camera that's in my hand right now sits right here, and I have this gaff tape to kind of make it stick so it doesn't slide around when I'm like turning or whatever. So it kind of sits right there, and it faces me where I'm sitting right now, and you can maybe see on the window, but like right about here is where the GoPro kind of sticks to my window. But yeah, now we can move into the console. So the console is it's got two sides. So it's got this right here where I keep my napkins, and then it's got the actual thing. So right here we got all my extra napkins that I have in the videos whenever I do videos in my car. Got the extra napkins, you know, and then under the extra napkins, a lot of extra napkins. Under it, I got all my change and stuff, and my Servine McDonald's card from 2015. Because when we were moving, I put it in my car, and it's just been part of my car ever since. So yeah. And then the actual in here, we got basically utensils. So I got the gaff tape because every now and then I do have to replace that tape right there, because after a while I just lose the stickiness. But like in here, we got another cord, you know, that's actually plugged in because my fiance charges her phone. But we got like extra forks, we got scissors, extra straws, extra utensils, we got a flashlight, some hand sanitizer, just a bunch of stuff that's, you know, could be useful, you know. But yeah, that's kind of what's in there. But yeah, let's go into the back now. So in the back seat, there's not much. I do have this thing right here, which this is just a battery pack, you know, so I can jumpstart my battery or charge phones or whatever. You know, I got my old tripod in here, which it's just an extra tripod. I can still use it because I did fix it kind of with tape, so I can still use it. It's just in here if I ever need an extra tripod. This is what actually I use in my food videos. Actually just, you know, set it on my lap when I'm in the front seat, and then I do my food videos on there. Actually, I think I use this, yeah. I do it this way, you know, I'm put my food videos, so you might have seen some of it when I do the close-ups if this shot looks familiar to you. But yeah, it's very helpful, very helpful. Back here we just got the vents and stuff. We also got a port, a cigarette lighter port down here for people that need to charge your stuff back here, and then we got some extra bags. And that's basically all that's in the back seat, you know. But now let's go into the actual back. So in the actual back of the car, I have this box, and basically in this box I just have stuff. Basically I have some towels, some blankets, just in case if it ever gets cold and you need that or whatever, you know, on a long road trip or whatever. And this box is basically just first aid stuff, you know. That's basically all that's in this, and it's all in this tub, and it really works. It does take up a lot of space though, but you know, it's kind of worth it just to be prepared and stuff. And then I kind of just keep this off to the side. But yeah, and then we got kind of little cubbies right here in here to keep stuff in, you know. But that's kind of it, you know, not that bad. And then right here we got a button, and it comes down by itself, so pretty cool. But yeah, that's the end of the car tour. I hope you guys enjoyed getting a walkthrough of my car. You know, this is the car that I do food videos in. This is the car that I go places to record the food videos, you know, also the vlogs. Take this car, you know, I do everything with this car because this is my car, you know. I don't like when anybody else drives it, you know. I have let my fiance drive it a couple times, and my dad, obviously. But yeah, 2018 Ford Escape, and it was used, and it actually works pretty well, you know. But yeah, it's my car, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. Lets me know that you want more tour videos, which I do want to do an office tour and a house tour this year as well. So yeah, leave a like if you want more tour videos, and also hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos that I upload. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, and I'll see you guys on next time. Peace.